Hey you guys, it's Anne-Marie. So it's, I don't know, late afternoon on Sunday, and I've started to pull things like off the walls. I've thrown some things out. I'm gonna have to throw a lot of valuable things out because I don't have time to sell them, which I need the money. But I've been in this really strange space of not fight or flight, because I know that's what they want. It's not that, it is definitely a freeze. And so I had to sit here like, what am I froze? I'm just stuck in my head. And so I had to look at like what's keeping me stuck when I know what I know. And like I practice, like I preach, it all goes back to childhood trauma. It's deeper than abandonment. It's being left to my own demise to figure things out when I didn't even, I could probably not even spell my whole name or something. I was very young. This isn't a dig on anyone. This is the trauma it's bringing up of that feeling of no one to rely on, no one to help, no one. And I know this whole purpose is for me to rely on myself and to become my own parent and all that, but my inner child needs some reassurance right now, and my adult self is still healing certain cycles, and so it's been hard to give her that reassurance. And so that's where I've been kind of at, to be honest. The Magical Drew and I've talked a little bit about opening pathways and doorways. And so I wanted to make a little bit of my own magic and do things my way. And I encourage everyone, whatever they're called to do, some of this stuff doesn't make sense. So I have 3 different color candles here. I'm not going to share everything, but it's my magic. And so it doesn't, no one can take each other's magic, but we can share things. People have given me suggestions, and then I made it my own. That's our secret sauce that we all have, that no one, it's our own seasoning, right? But I wanted to share because I just made this one up. So each color of these candles represent a different thing to me. Ancestors, spirit, realm and all that, right? And then, of course, that's the purple candle. And the orange candle is a specific gateway or pathway. Each one of the color candles, I have a separate incantation that I wrote on there, asking a gateway to be open, asking for a divine spirit with gratitude, and calling on for a connection. The yellow one was very profound because for some reason I called on to a protector spirit, a gateway spirit of protection, of divine light, the protector of childhood innocence. And I asked for a guide to come and help me protect my inner child, because I'm not saying I'm unable to do it, but I'm seeing now how I'm being triggered by this whole homeless thing, and how it's brought up some really good things that I can heal from. So I know it's going to make me stronger, but I'm in the midst of it right now. So, and I have no problem sharing those things with you all, because I know I'm not the only one who has gone through this or will go through it at some point. And so I'm burning all 3 candles together on top of all 3 incantations, string around it, and tied it 3 times, 3 candles, 3 ties, 3 papers. And it seems to be very powerful. I didn't want to go into too much detail just because that's my own private thing. Whatever I need to do, it needs not to be what I feel right now. Not that I'm trying to avoid the feelings or the emotions, but again, like I said yesterday, what has kind of snagged me up a little bit. I see snag as I have like these lights I pulled off from the wall, and there's like strings on them, like they got snagged on stuff. That's what it reminds me of. It's like I've gotten snagged up a lot in life because of my emotions. Not because I'm not feeling. I feel everything, unfortunately. Sometimes, not sometimes, all the time. And I have recognized that I get caught up in those emotions, regardless of what it is. So it's already 4:30, and I've been in for a few hours this like sadness and like the inability to actually do something, I've thrown some stuff away, but it's hard because it reminds me of a lot of things that happened in my childhood where I didn't know what was happening and all my shit was gone. Like my mom was in the mental health hospital, and my dad was with W-2, and they had a garage sale and sold all my shit. And no, this isn't it, but it's like that's what it's triggering. And my inner child is needing some reassurance. And I always told her I'd be honest with her, and the only reassurance I can give her right now is that, well, history has shown everything's been okay in the past because we're still here. But that's not reassuring enough for her. And I just want to add that the reason why I'm not leaving my animals or asking anyone to care for them or any other option but to be with me by my side is because I made a promise to the animal spirits and to my passed over pets. Because when I came back to Ohio in 2015 to get clean, 2 separate family members told me they'd care for my pets. One of them put my dog down, and the other one just gave my 2 cats away. And I never got over that guilt and shame, because if it wouldn't have been for my addiction, I wouldn't have had to have relied on family members to follow what they said they were going to do and care for my pets while I got clean. And I seen that was supposed to take me back out, because I wasn't even 60 days clean when both of these incidents happened. And so I'm not gonna separate from my 2 cats. They're my therapy animals, documented animals. So, but anyway, this is burning very beautifully, and that's the intention I want to put into that. I'm trying to release the fear and to reassure my inner child that we're still healing and building a relationship with, that she's safe. And that it's not because we did anything wrong. And sometimes even when you do the right thing, it doesn't always work out, but in the end it does work out. We just sometimes can't see it. But remember, a child's brain isn't fully developed until 23 or 24, so my inner child is like, doesn't understand that concept yet. So I call on to these 3 amazing gatekeepers of divine light for specific reasons. And when I was calling on to the yellow candle, I meditated with each one individually before I, bound them together. And the yellow candle was the only one when I was like really calling on to a divine energy for protection, for childhood innocence, right? For the innocence of children and for protection of children and that comfort of safety and security, which you wouldn't have to worry about who's going to come in or who they're staying with or go back to old situations that are unsafe, because of fear, right? And so when I felt that, my back just started like, I don't know, my head started twitching a little bit, my arms started, I don't know, it was like my body started to like expand a little bit when I caught on to that protector of children. So I wanted to share this with you. Even if it seems silly to you, make it your own. I had to sit here for a while and really process what was actually keeping me in this state of like not doing nothing, when it's like tomorrow, it's like, so why am I fighting it? Why am I fighting like the stuff that's important to me? Why am I not just packing that? Like so I had to get out of that. And so I had to make my own shit up, not make it up, but like taking some information that I had and like, well, let's put all 3 of these together, because there's power in 3s. It's the mind, body, spirit. There's power in anything that we give power to and intention to. So thank you again for sharing my journey with me. This is my energy and I keep it for myself. I don't wish any ill will on anyone. Thank you for giving me the space I needed. I hope you're healthy and happy, full of joy. May you love and be loved. Heal. See you on harm.